Please search keyword Liverpool FC News to see my latest videos. Should Jurgen Klopp stick to what worked so well against Red Star, or revert his Liverpool team to type against Cardiff in the Premier League on Saturday? The Reds have rediscovered the taste for victory following the international break, and will want a third in a row against the Bluebirds. Successive wins over Huddersfield and Red Star arrived despite Klopp changing his team for each game, offering pleasing reassurance over the quality and reliability of the squad. A confident and winning group gives Klopp an interesting selection quandary for the meeting with Neil Warnock's side, with decisions to make over both personnel and system. So how could Liverpool line up against Cardiff? Speaking in his pre-match press conference, Klopp confirmed Jordan Henderson and Naby Keita will miss out again with hamstring issues. There are no fresh injury concerns however, which means a strong squad is available with competition for places in all areas. Having passed their first audition with flying colours, Liverpool's new Fab Four of Jadon Shaqiri, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino could be retained for a second run. Fabinho will hope he's rewarded for an excellent full Champions League debut with his first Premier League start. Trent Alexander-Arnold should keep his place after being restored against Red Star, as will Gini Wijnaldum. If Klopp continues with his rotational approach, he has plenty of options to introduce. Dejan Lovren is available, while Alberto Moreno will be eyeing a rare start after his late sub outing in the Red Star rout. James Milner could return after sitting out against the Superliga leaders, while Adam Lallana and Daniel Sturridge offer options to rotate in attack. Divock Origi could feature in the squad for a third game running, with the Belgian looking for his first minutes of the season. Klopp will have been delighted with his side's performance against Red Star, especially the return of attacking excellence and goals. And having seen his team look much more like themselves in a 4-2-3-1 formation, the German won't want to venture too far from that lineup to capitalise on the offensive improvement. One way to do so is by avoiding rotation and sticking with a winning formula, a realistic proposition given the Reds have a full week to recover before facing Arsenal. And it seems it's something Klopp is considering, having said in his press conference that it was for sure not the last time we will use the 4-2-3-1 in this way. Keeping all the same would make sense, as maximum firepower will be needed against a side who will attempt to frustrate, and the new Fab Four can be deployed again. Fabinho and Wijnaldum provided a great base for the quartet to flourish, and the dynamic pairing should continue in front of the Reds' strongest back five. With greater tactical flexibility at his disposal, Klopp will be relishing that he can keep Warnock guessing in the build-up to the match. It seems likely a similar setup will be retained, but Klopp could use this as a decoy to spring a slight surprise and revert to type at Anfield. Ultimately, certain injuries and fitness concerns in midweek could have partly dictated the Red Star lineup and therefore the switch to 4-2-3-1. But with Milner refreshed, and with Klopp having consistently rotated midfield this season, we could see changes and a more familiar look return. The vice-captain could beef up the midfield against physical opponents, and his introduction would likely see 4-3-3 make a quick comeback. It could also be that Fabinho makes way, with the Brazilian's development still sure to be managed despite very promising signs in midweek. The reshuffle would see Wijnaldum drop back to number 6 and Shaqiri tuck inside as the advanced midfielder, allowing Milner to take up box-to-box duties. Klopp comes into Saturday's game with several really strong lineups and further tactical flexibility, which should now make life that bit harder for opponents. Crucially, both options boast the quality and attacking strength needed to claim a victory and put some early pressure on Man City ahead of their Monday night clash with Tottenham.